My name is Ethan Parker. I was born and raised in a quiet little town in Ohio, USA. From the outside, my life looked fine. I had a stable job, a small apartment, and friends I hung out with on weekends. But inside my head, it was chaos. I was drowning in doubts, fears, and voices from the past. You're not smart enough, Ethan. Stop dreaming so big. You'll just end up disappointed. These weren't random thoughts. They were echoes from years of hearing people tell me what I could and couldn't do, and I had let those voices live in my head rent-free. A few years ago, I had a dream. I wanted to start my own online coffee business. I loved coffee. I knew suppliers, and I had ideas for unique flavors that weren't common in the market. But every time I sat down to plan, the storm inside my head took over. What if I fail? What if people laugh at me? What if I lose all my savings? So, I did nothing. I kept going to my 9-to-5 job, hating every Monday and living for every Friday. Then one summer afternoon, my old neighbor, Mr. Reynolds, called me over. He was in his late 70s, a retired Navy officer, and one of the wisest people I knew. We sat on his porch, the warm sun shining on the worn wooden steps. He handed me a coffee cup. It was already full to the brim. Then he picked up the coffee pot and tilted it over my cup. I quickly said, "Sir, stop. The cup is already full." He looked at me with a calm smile and said, "Ethan, your mind is like this cup. It's already full of fear, full of other people's opinions, full of excuses. If you want to change your life, you must first empty your mind. Only then can new ideas and courage fill it." I couldn't sleep. His words played over and over in my head. Empty your mind. Around midnight, I grabbed a notebook and wrote down every fear, every doubt, every negative thing I believed about myself. It was a long list. When I was done, I ripped every single page into tiny pieces and threw them into the trash. It felt strange, like I was letting go of years of weight. I decided to make a change. Every morning, before checking my phone, I meditated for 10 minutes. I cut back on hanging out with people who only complained about life. I started reading books on entrepreneurship and listening to podcasts by people who had achieved what I wanted. At first, it wasn't easy. The old fears tried to come back. But I reminded myself, my cup is empty now, and I choose what to fill it with. 3 months later, I registered my business, Parker's Brew. I launched a small website, started with just 3 coffee blends, and began selling locally. The first month, I only made $200. The old Ethan would have quit right there. But this time, I kept going. I learned from my mistakes, improved my marketing, and kept talking to customers. Within a year, I was shipping coffee to customers across the USA. My monthly income doubled what I was earning at my old job, and most importantly, I woke up excited every single day. Looking back, sometimes people ask me, "Ethan, what was the secret?" And I tell them, it wasn't about coffee. It was about clearing the clutter in my head. Because here's the truth, a full cup can't take more coffee. And a mind full of doubt can't take in success. Empty your mind, choose what to put back in, and watch your life transform.